Hey guys, it's your boy MegaXVI. I'm doing something a little different today in regards to what my content is. As you see by the title of the video, I'm doing a zombies tier list. I've been a zombies fan since it came out at the end of World at War. That shit was wild. So today I will be with my co-host Julian, someone I work with, really cool guy. He's featured in a couple of my series, namely my Minecraft and some future ones. Gotta just wait and see. So yeah, we're gonna pull up a tier list. We're gonna rank them based on layout, nostalgia, replayability, how easy it is for beginners, and all that kind of jazz. So see you in a second. So I'm just gonna kind of start off. My host Julian, he's been in some of the Minecraft RL craft videos.
What's up?
We've kind of played about the same things. The only thing he doesn't really have an expertise on is in the BO3 that like we don't have in common. Like we both didn't really play much Advanced Warfare Zombies, Infinite Warfare Zombies, or World War II Zombies. Black Ops 4 he's not an expert, but he knows a few of the maps that we played.
Yeah, very little.
Very little, but it doesn't take an expert to say they should just be in the pain tier. So we got a couple tiers.
Yeah.
So we have the goated tier.
Yes.
Obviously the best of the best, the cream of the crop. And then we got bangers. Obviously it couldn't be, it's really close to being like a goated map, but there was just really something missing that didn't make it there. Good, you know, you could just vibe with it and relax. Matt, you're like, okay, I'll play it, but only to do an Easter egg, and that's it. And pain, you just don't ever want to pick up the map. So
yeah,
a couple of things we'll be keeping in mind is like the weapons, the layout of the map, replayability, how easy is it for beginner players, all that kind of like good stuff. And we'll get a little descriptor thing going. Let's start with Firebase Z. So okay. I think Firebase Z is a banger map, to be honest.
Think it's a banger?
Yeah, because it has the Aether defense, which is pretty cool. I like having an additional objective. The only thing I don't really like about it is the power. The layout of the map is a little cramped in the starting area. But once you get to like the other areas of the map, it's very open, especially the central area once you get out of the teleporter. So do you agree banger should go, it should be a banger?
Banger? I don't want to have to go against you on the first one. I feel like it's a good, not necessarily banger, but I would say kind of in between. So I guess it's a very good map, kind of. But
so
like,
I think it'll either be at the end of banger or at the top of good. For now we'll just throw it in banger. We'll adjust it later. So then we're gonna go to transit. This is one we're gonna disagree on right off the bat. I think it belongs to be here. It deserves to be at the back, at the bottom, because it is the biggest piece of garbage I have ever played.
I think. You know, I think it's different because there's no way, because how you move around the map and stuff like that. I think it's a good map, not banger. I think it's just good, borderline good.
Let me tell you all the problems I have with transit. You move too slow. The bus is janky. The denizens are annoying as hell. The pack-a-punch is jank as hell. The Avogadro fight is stupid. The only good thing I had going for it was town and the bank system. Everything else, trash. It deserves to be in the pain tier, but you know what? We'll split the difference and we'll put it in meh. All right.
Yes.
Then we got Nuketown Zombies. How do you feel about Nuketown?
Never really played Nuketown Zombies, but I can imagine that it's fucking Nuketown with zombies.
So how the map functioned was it was Nuketown after the nuke happened, and perks. So your perks dropped in procedurally, but at random. So you could get Jug at round 25 if you were unlucky.
Oh.
So
yeah, that doesn't sound good.
So I thought they just were trying to cash in, and I think it's a map, like a mem map. I had fun playing it. Like the vibe was just kind of cool. Honestly, I would put it in meh. So 5, OG 5. Let's talk about OG 5. I don't think it was anything special, to be honest.
Me neither. I would say meh.
The only good thing it had going for it was the wonder weapon, and that was bad. The Pentagon Thief was annoying because you could just stain your weapons and you were screwed, and you're just like, oh, what am I gonna do now? Time's okay.
Definitely, like for beginner players, you know, I wouldn't really suggest this map.
Oh, no.
Close quarters. It's close quarters. And obviously the Pentagon Thief is there when you go downstairs. Shit's fucking annoying. And not to mention, to pack a punch, it's like not exactly the hardest thing. but it's not right in front of you. You have to do something to get the Pack-a-Punch.
You have to do quite a bit to do it. You gotta get to like DEFCON 5, go to the basement, and activate the Pack-a-Punch. It's weird.
Yeah. So for beginner players, I definitely wouldn't say 5's the map. You get what I'm saying? But it's like it's OG, so I kind of have some slight respect for that.
Yeah, it's the nostalgia factor, right?
Yeah, but
right.
Meh is definitely borderline Meh.
IX, we played this. It's a map. Like, I know a lot of people weren't a big fan of Black Ops 4, including both of us. The game engine just felt clunky. The weapons are good, don't get me wrong, but like it just didn't feel right. I liked it, but I really wouldn't put it that high anywhere on the tier list because
I would put it like borderline good personally. But like just passing good, like just right there
at
like
the end.
Yeah,
either at the top of map or at the okay. We'll adjust.
We'll put it at Meh. That's fine.
Shangri-La. I think it's a pain map.
Yeah, you don't think to play it?
No, the wonder weapon is the only way you can really do well. Is the wonder weapon? The Easter egg was stupid. The map is too tight, and the underground system is horrible.
Yeah, okay. You put it at pain. To be honest, Shangri-La wasn't terrible. I would have put it Meh, borderline Meh.
See, I believe these two should be in here. They should be in pain, but I'll split the difference.
Farm might go in pain.
I think farm. Where is it? Farm and where is it? And Bus Depot. Where is it?
On the top third one.
Yeah. Those both belong in pain. They're easy maps. They have no replay value. Why would you do this?
Yeah.
Town though is a banger. Is a banger.
Okay, you put in banger. Yeah, I would probably about say good banger in between.
Yeah, it's like a low tier banger, but you know how many memories I have going to round 50.
Yeah.
On town, it's an easy map. The layout's easy. It's a little tight. It's a little tight though. Is the only problem I would say. It's just like a tad too tight.
For beginner players, absolutely, because it's super straightforward. You're in a small ass fucking
town
space. Yeah, a town, or even even for farm at Bus Depot, even though those maps are not that great. They're pretty small. Bad. They're good to start off. Just start off with, you can shoot some zombies. You understand how the shit works. Buy off the wall and stuff.
I think Bus Depot's better than farm.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Right.
I didn't like farm. Farm, boring.
Okay, how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do knock dirty, or are we gonna make it like?
No, I know, because for you played World at War around that time it came out.
Yeah.
Me personally, I don't know Nach deren Toten or Nacht, however you say it. Sorry.
It's German. It doesn't matter. Just keep going.
I used to call it. We used to call it Nach deren Toten, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
To me, I don't know. I would say meh, because the map is boring to me.
Okay.
Compared to the other ones that come out.
So let me explain why I think it's in the good tier and not in meh. It was the first zombies map, so it was revolutionary. World at War had good weapons. It was a very good map to like learn how to train properly, because I notice now, like, all the new zombies players, they are garbage. If you started with like Cold War, you are like not that good. All you know how to do, like, your training is like you'll get into like the Daimashina's spawn area, and they'll be like 10 feet from you, and oh yeah, you're a training god. Not, you literally had to be like frame perfect not to die, because they had janky hitboxes and you were a 2-touch down with no perks. This is where you learned how to get good. On that note, let's bring up where is it? Verrucht.
Oh god, if you put this in pain, I'm gonna have to shake your hand.
Oh, you want it in pain? No, I think it's in med, dude. Verrucht, so? It introduced perks. It was way too tight for beginners. You were about to get demolished if you sucked. Yeah. But this is where you could tell if you were a goat at zombies. So Mob of the Dead.
Oh, is Mob of the Dead the
play? Yes.
No, I didn't play that. I wasn't able to play that.
You didn't play one of the most goated zombie maps of all time? Damn, dude. So Mob of the Dead, I think it's goated because the atmosphere was crazy. The Easter egg was you had to actively kill one of the players to end the cycle. I think, I'll put it in banger ahead of everything until like we decide to see what's good. Kino.
Ooh.
A lot of people aren't gonna like me for this.
Are you gonna put it in meh?
No, I'm gonna put it in good.
Yeah, I
So-
could kind of agree with that.
So
Go ahead.
with Kino, like it got so boring so fast. There's nothing to do. You get the
other than
thunder
the
gun,
song.
get the ray gun, and that's it. Go to round 50. That's it.
For me, my first zombies game was Black Ops 1, so this is OG to me. I almost want to put this as goated, but the map is boring.
That's
So
that's the only reason I have it in good. But like with nostalgia, it's goated. But like if I'm being real, Kino is not that. It's good. Like the wonder weapon was pretty sick. Like the layout was good, but really what the gameplay boiled down to is hitting the box until you get the thunder gun and the ray gun, and that was it.
Now, obviously, for newer players, absolutely, I think this map is.
It's easy to learn.
Yeah.
The pack-a-punch is easy to access. Power's easy to get to. There's a lot of good training spots. You basically just get to play until you're bored. That's it.
Yeah, I think it's a good map overall. Obviously, it's OG to me. It's the first map. I think it's probably the map that I played the most out of all the zombies maps.
So let's go Shinonuma.
The swamp map, right?
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
Did not like it.
Shinonuma. Yeah, I could probably agree with you on this one. I didn't play it a whole lot, but.
Oh, okay, Doris.
Oh, okay. No, actually, I think this is actually. Wait, Doris is the giant, right?
Yeah, but the OG version of the giant.
This is actually probably the map I played, maybe the second most. I would put it either banger or good.
I'm gonna put it in banger.
Yeah, the Easter eggs are cool. Throwing the monkey into the fire and then like shooting teddy bears on the buildings near the starting area.
Yeah, I agree. Also, first map to actually have the pack-a-punch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this was the
World at War.
Yeah, so Noct introduced zombies, then Verrucht introduced perks, and then Shinonuma and Verrucht also introduced traps. This also had the flinger, I think. And then Doris was introducing the pack-a-punch. Die Machina.
I don't think that map is bad at all.
Yeah, I think it's a banger, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it's a good map. Good for training. You got fucking 3 places ish, I guess you could say, because the basement, but the basement isn't the best.
So you got basically spawn, swamp, and plain, and then you're goated.
Oh yeah, I forgot about swamp. Yeah.
How do you feel about Black Ops 3: The Giant?
I don't know if I played the Black Ops 3 Giant.
It was a lot easier, to be honest.
Yeah. What was different?
Gobble guns. You can double pack your guns.
Oh wow.
That was the only major, and the guns were a lot better than in World at War. So I'm gonna put it in good tier. I don't think it's like an amazing map because it's just a rehash. It's like the second version of it's the third version of Doris, anyways. The end of Black Ops 1, they added Moon, plus they remastered all the old maps. So like, I'm just gonna put all of like the old remastered versions of like Black Ops 1 in good tier because they're all pretty good, to be honest. Except Shinonuma. Shinonuma just sits with Shinonuma because Black Ops 1 is slightly. Actually, no, I don't even know. They're tied for being bad. Okay. So Call of the Dead, what did you think?
Ooh. Call of the Dead with Romero, right?
Yes, sir.
Definitely banger. I would say.
You think it's a banger? I think
borderline banger.
All right, then I'm gonna put it behind Kino.
Yeah.
Because the map was interesting. It had like sick cast members. That's number one. Sick cast members. Then the wonder weapon was literally one of my favorite wonder weapons of all time. The Hydra. It was a sniper that shot explosive rounds that stuck to the zombies, and it had infrared. Okay, so we're kind of moving. Ascension.
Ooh,
Ascension, I put above. It's in good for a couple reasons. I wouldn't say it. Ooh, because then I would have to shift Kino and Ascension into bangers. I kind of don't want to do that.
I would say Ascension's probably between good and banger, definitely.
Yeah, because Ascension had a good map layout. You got a free perk if you killed the monkeys before they touched your perk machine that they were attacking.
Yes.
PhD flopper, open area. The pack-a-punch was interesting. The Easter egg was pretty fun. The crossbow, iconic.
My god, the Gersh device.
The Gersh, the make the zombies go away grenade. Yes, sir.
Yes, I remember that. That was a pretty decent fucking grenade. I like that one.
Classified. Pain tier at the
yeah.
okay. Story time. So we bought Black Ops 4 to do the research for these maps, right? So I played all the Black Ops 4 maps, and I was not impressed by any of them. It was very depressing. Classified was so bad. First of all, Black Ops 4, the only thing it has going for it is the guns and like one map. All right, that's a problem.
Yeah, I don't know. Classified, I almost feel like we should put it with 5 itself.
No, 5 is better than Classified. Sorry,
but they're both the same thing, no?
Yes, but no. Something feels wrong.
I think it's just because it's Black Ops 4.
Yeah, Black Ops 4. Imagine Black Ops 1 being better than Black Ops 4.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I can agree with this, actually. I agree with that. Yeah, because Black Ops 1 was a better game than 4, so...
That's so depressing. All right, Origins.
All right. Now, I know a lot of people would call this GOAT, this map. I never played this map.
Whoa, hold the phone. You never played Origins.
Yes, I never... I know there's, like, planes, there's the fucking stabs, but...
The staffs, the Panzer sold that. The coolest one of the coolest pack-a-punch skins. You can upgrade the staffs. The 1-inch punch, like the tanks, bro.
Yeah,
I can't
from
believe
what
this.
I've heard, from what I heard about this map, just put it goated. I can agree with goated. I cannot say otherwise.
I literally
sounds like a very good map.
I literally don't. I have the two maps I've never heard bad things about are Mob of the Dead and Origins.
Top.
So Moon, cool wonder weapon, interesting with the zero gravity, one of the best Easter eggs.
Yes, absolutely. The Samantha one and the what is it? The Earth blows up one.
I think so. Yeah, I think you nuke
the Earth. Go into that terminal. Then there's obviously for new players, it's not exactly. I wouldn't really suggest.
No, this is like the last. This is like the last map you play for like a new player in like Black Ops 1. You're screwed.
Just like Call of the Dead, you got Romero, you got the Spaceman in this one. Spaceman, what does he do again? He doesn't down you, does he?
He hurts you like a lot.
Oh yeah, he grabs you.
He holds you in place. He makes you a stationary target.
Yeah, he grabs you. What is that supposed to be again? Like, who is that supposed to be? Just like a random zombie? Is there like a backstory to it?
Honestly, can't remember for the life of me.
Because I never heard of it. It's so weird as a zombie there, but absolutely, I think that map has the best Easter egg, other than maybe those other maps I have not played. I think that has the best Easter eggs.
Okay, Die Rise.
I didn't play too much of Die Rise. I think I played it literally once. It was the tower one, right?
Yes, you were in China and there were 2 towers that were collapsed into each other. Only good thing it had going for it was the fucking Sliquifier. I cannot tell you how many times I fell off the map because the ledges were horrible and there was no mounting.
Oh my god, no mounting. Fuck. That's why that's why I don't miss old zombies. As much as it's OG, I like how fluid Cold Wars is. And there's mantling and stuff like that. And the gun, I mean, I guess the loadout system is okay. I personally like it.
I know a lot of people have a problem with it because not real zombies, but you're not Richtoff and Dempsey and Takio. You're fucking operatives going in to see a black site where Nazis and Russians have been experimenting. Like, you can't have the same expectations in that regard. If you don't think a soldier's coming in with their own gun, are you cracked?
Yeah, I like how they did that. It's not just like these guys trying to survive through, what is it, like through like they teleport to different maps, the old guys?
Yeah, they teleport map to map, and then like Black Ops 4, they were like, oh yeah, basically Richtofen sacrificed his life, like sacrificed all their lives to stop everything and erase that timeline. But what ended up happening was it would open up all the portals that they're dealing with, and that's why Samantha Maxis is in Firebase Z.
Oh wait, whoa.
Whoa, what the hell happened there? Oh, I'm just putting all like the Black Ops 4 maps at the bottom.
Oh, because you never played...
No. I played them. I didn't like them. They were all kind of bad.
Nothing to really say about them?
I don't... Honestly, my opinion on Black Ops 4, it is a stain on the Call of Duty Zombies experience.
Okay, so you put Chronicles. What's wrong with the Origins Chronicles? How come they're not... How come it's not goated? What would they?
Because it's not OG. Like, it doesn't have the same nostalgia. I would put it in banger because it's good, but
okay. How about what happened to Ascension? Okay, you're putting in banger.
Yeah, it's fine. How do you feel about Buried?
Buried, good in banger.
I don't think it should be near any of those tiers.
Oh, you don't like those?
I hated Buried. It was like such a weird map. Like, the only thing I liked about it was Leroy.
Huckleberry?
Was that his name?
I thought it was Huckleberry.
I thought his name was fucking Leroy.
No, I think it's Huckleberry.
Okay, so Huckleberry and the Paralyzer. Everything else sucked. I hated the layout. Okay, the time bomb was pretty cool. You know, you can set the time bomb to like come back to a round or speed up a round or whatever. It was pretty cool. Yeah. Not gonna lie. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put it at the top of Met tier, and we'll see where the rest of these fall, and then we'll go from there.
Now we kind of been forgetting to like kind of say like for new players or for veteran players like, to play the map. Buried is not.
It's not for new players. It is definitely not.
I wanted to say that. So the bank system and stuff like that, and then the what's the garden? There's like the garden in the maze, right? And then there's like some witch in the house.
Yes, the ghost bitch, as we all calls her, because she would just run at you and kill you. If you got through without getting hit once, you got a free perk. Okay.
Yeah.
Moon Chronicles.
What did they do to this map?
Not much, honestly. That's why like I'm gonna put it here at the bottom of bangers with Origins, because I don't think these are anything revolutionary. Because they're basically rehashes of the maps.
Yeah.
With gobblegums, and that's kind of the only thing. Revelations, it was a good map. It's like somewhere here. I'll just put it at the bottom of good. Because Revelations, basically, it tied together a lot of the old maps. Like, because this was supposed to be the big bang of Black Ops 3. This is supposed to be the end, right? You're supposed to fight the Apothicons. You're supposed to win. But then they decided to go further in Black Ops 4 and just fuck it up. Thank you. Zetsubo no Shima, it had an interesting boss zombie. The wonder weapon was okay. I didn't like the layout of the map. The spiders were really annoying. Oh my god, please hit me in the head. You could become a spider.
What?
Oh yeah, it was like an Easter egg.
Okay.
The skull of non-Sopway was okay. You know what? I'm gonna put it like I'm gonna put it in meh. I'm gonna put it above Shadows of Evil. Gorod Krovi. So basically how each zombie, like each game had different goals of what was going on. So like World at War, you were just going through to experience different things. They didn't really have a kind of story to follow yet. Black Ops 1, they introduced Richtofen's plan, which was being carried out through Black Ops 1 and 2. Like his initial plan to take over for Samantha Maxis and become the leader of the zombies. That's kind of what happened. In Black Ops 3, though, they did something different because now Richtofen kind of got into the Apothicon stuff and he's like understanding everything. And each map was a progression to go get the blood of everyone. So you get the blood of OG Richtofen in the Giant. Then in Shadows of Evil, you get the orb.
Where do you find it again?
You remember that yellow ball?
Did it spawn randomly somewhere on the map?
Basically, you needed it for Pack-a-Punch.
Oh my god, I can barely remember this, bro. I play Shadows of Evil. Sometimes I confuse myself with Shadows of Evil with an extinction map from fucking Ghosts. I don't know. Probably because of the boss.
Maybe. So basically, this orb, it's basically how he understood the Apothicons. Then in Eisendrache, you go to get Dempsey's blood. Zetsubo no Shima, you go to get Takio. Takio basically transformed into this tree monster, which is the boss zombie in the map that just kind of goes around, and he kills himself. So he gets the blood that way. Then in Gorod Krovi, it introduces the Mangler, the robots that fly around, which are hella annoying.
The Iron Soldiers?
The Manglers.
No, yeah, you got the Mangler, and then the zombies who fly around. Is it supposed to be not the Panzer, right?
No. It's not like that. It's like literally robots. So let's go over like our tier list and see if we want to make any last minute adjustments. But I think Goat is fine because Moon was pretty. It was different than all the other maps in the thing. Mob of the Dead, great story, great weapons. A lot of things to do in the map. The way to get to the Pack-a-Punch was hard but fun at the same time. You had to build the plane, so you had to go get all the parts.
Yes.
Origins, obviously the staves, the big robots going across, the tank, the 1-inch. There was so much in the map. It was complicated. Like, these maps are not for new players. Mob of the Dead would be like the easiest of the three.
I could say so. From what I kind of know about the other two maps,
like these two are like the hardest of their games. Moon and Origins are the hardest. In the banger tier, I feel like, I don't know. It seems like a lot of these are kind of hit. You know what? I really don't care about these. I don't care about these Chronicles remakes because they're okay. So if we're not taking into account the remakes, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I don't want to take in the remakes. That makes me annoyed because I'm gonna put them in their own little tier, and then I'll rate them accordingly because it makes more sense to do it that way. Because it's not fair to compare them that way because they're basically rehashes of old maps, but they all had their own little niche thing that they're like within the tier scales. Like the Cold War maps, a lot of people thought they were gonna be garbage, but it turned out to be really good.
Yeah, I think they're good. Firebase and Die Machine are definitely. I think they're good maps. Good for starter players. I wouldn't say Firebase is exactly the best. I would start with Die Machine and then work your way to Firebase.
I think because Die Machine just gets boring pretty quickly.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. That's why I'll switch those back then. Because Die Machine gets boring. Firebase Z, you have to be on your toes for like every 20 waves because then the thing can just start coming back up. The waves to destroy the generators. And Darius, obviously, it's got to be in the banger tier. There's no way that this cannot be, because
I almost want to put Darius in front of Firebase.
I can do that. I can get behind that, honestly. Town, I think Town is better. No, Kino's better than Town.
Yeah, I would put Town at just hitting that banger mark to me.
The painful thing with tier list is you never really have a solidified thing until you're like 100% sure of each thing's spot. Because we moved a lot of shit around. Der Eisendrache is pretty good. It was kind of a ripoff of Origins, but it was different because one was like, I have the staffs, but now the bows were interesting. They were not complete ripoffs. They had like lore reasons why they were there. And like the Easter egg you blew up, I think you also blew up the moon in Der Eisendrache. Call of the Dead.
Yes.
It was a very different map than what we had seen normally, because it wasn't like there wasn't anything special about it in the sense of like story wise. It was just you were playing as celebrities who crashed with a dead celebrity who is now an Uber zombie in a frozen wasteland. Noct was just like so much nostalgia. The only reason I put it in like the middle to end of good tier is because it was like the whole intro to zombies and how it led into from the story. It was just crazy. It was just crazy. Like this shit was unheard of until this changed COD forever. No one can tell me different.
And maybe even zombies too. You never know, right? Because when did World at War come out?
2009 or 8.
Okay, maybe it wasn't before Left 4 Dead, but
no, but this changed COD forever. There's like no one who can tell me different. Nuketown, it was just interesting because you get a new zombies experience every time. Like you could get the pack punch at round 5, or you could get like a garbage perk at round 5. IX, so 9. I think it was an okay map. It's the only one that is separated. The only one out of Black Ops 4 that is not in the Black Ops 4 tier.
Yeah, I think it deserves to stay there. I like the aesthetic of it. It's an arena.
Vibe.
Then you got like the old temple type inside. Remember when we were running through it? Yeah, and it's like you got those Anubis statues, right? And then you got like the little temple type feel to it.
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
It was just good vibes. Honestly, that's why I think it's fine. 5 was it was an interesting map. It was also, I don't know. This was not like the same. You know how when you finish Black Ops 1 and then you did like the whole numbers thing? I don't think this was a good enough reward, to be honest. Like Noctur on Toten was like, you just played through one of the best stories that Treyarch could ever make, and then you get a banger mode, and then you do the special mode and you go into the Pentagon. You were only like JFK and Fidel Castro. That was like the only redeeming thing. I like, you know what, Magic Man? That was my JFK Clone High impression. It was very horrible.
Don't think it's a terrible map though. 5.
No, I think it deserves to be in the middle of meh. It was okay.
Yeah, I think it's all right. Not very good, but not shit either.
So Zetsubo and Shadows of Evil, I just didn't like them personally, but they weren't horrible maps. I just kind of left them where they are. I'm indifferent. They could be at the bottom or in the middle here.
I would. Now, when we move over to, because I can't say too much about them. I don't know if you have any last words for them.
Not really.
No? Okay, so Verrucht, I would definitely put probably in between Nuketown and 9. Or maybe the best out of meh, to be honest.
I'll put it in the middle. I'll split the difference. Yeah. Because dude, I think, weren't there like screaming corpses hidden behind a door?
I think so.
Because I remember if you stood in a certain spot, you would hear like screams of the damned. Not like the zombies. The zombies made a different sound, but like it was explicitly screaming.
Yeah, I think I remember something like that. I remember playing when I was younger. It didn't feel right being on that map. Not in the sense where oh shit, but
No,
just
it just
like
gave you like
it's
mild PTSD.
yeah, like it is scary. That's why I almost want to put it in good, to be honest. Now, thinking about it,
I'll put
you
it
wanna
behind
put it in
knocked.
good? Yeah, yeah.
So now we're in the pain tier, all right?
Shitty maps.
Well, the shitty maps that aren't BO4 maps.
Okay, yeah.
I did not like any of these. I played them all,
Yeah.
so I kind of rated them on what I thought. But other than that, that's where they're staying.
Yeah, so they get no explanation, right?
They get nothing. You are trash. You are scum. Sit there and die. The remakes, they're all good because they're remakes. Kind of hard to fuck up something that's good by default. I feel like they nerfed a couple things though. Feel like they nerfed all like the weapons, like all the wonder weapons, because they were too strong or one way or another. Are never played. So most of these maps are from 3 games. So they're from World War II, Advanced Warfare Zombies, and Infinite Warfare Zombies. So Infinite Warfare Zombies, like I played the first map, but not enough to give a concrete review of it. But
Me too.
It was different. They were going for something different, so I commend them for that. Advanced Warfare was just completely different because they had exo stuff, and it just didn't feel right to me. World War II, I think I played the first map, and I think it was called The Final Reich. It was okay. I wouldn't say anything special. So
yes,
these are all kind of just whatever, to be honest.
Yeah, I do have something for the remakes though. You go back a little bit. I think what makes the maps, the original maps, better is that since because the games are old, right? World at War and Black Ops 1 are older games, damn near 10 plus years, right? And what made them grittier was just the darkness in those maps, like the contrast and stuff like that, and the older hardware, as in like graphics and stuff like that. It's kind of like, I don't know if you ever played Killing Floor 1 and Killing Floor 2.
Killing Floor 2 I did.
Yeah, where Killing Floor 1, it's you see it's cheesier as in like how it looks, but it looks scary because the graphics are not as good as they could that Killing Floor 2's is. Killing Floor 2, they're enemies and shit, like they're still kind of scary, but the original Killing Floors just had this grit to it where the graphics weren't as good. What made it kind of scary. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This in what I'm saying for the maps, you know, the older hardware, the grittier look to them.
They didn't look shiny and
better.
new.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what makes them stand out better than the remakes. Remakes, sure, cool, bring it back in the new game, whatever, yay, right? But then it doesn't have the same grit. Now, obviously, except for the Black Ops ones, the Black Ops 1 ones, I think those are fine because I see those as technically OG.
Yeah,
because to me at least.
Yeah, because they were still relatively the same. It was just slightly better graphics and different guns, and mechanics were a little bit different, like headshot multipliers, etc. But they were more or less carbon copies. These they like had to upgrade like 3 different engines forward, and with way different mechanics altogether.
Yeah, I think that's it for basically everything. We went over it. Every single map, see if it's good for new players. At least we try to go over most of them. I think that's pretty good. I like how the list looks. Definitely with BO4 in its own separate doo-doo category.
Yeah, like we were very comprehensive. We kind of went over the difficulty, the layouts, and all that kind of stuff. So I think there's not really left to dispute. If you guys have any ideas or where you disagree with us, feel free to leave in the comments. We will respond because, like, this is kind of all on opinion anyways. Any tier list is based on opinion, and we're pretty biased. Clearly, if you've been watching the video, we're biased towards Black Ops 1 and 2 the most, and Cold War to some extent. But I know not a lot of people, especially in the zombies community, are like super unified. Some people say Black Ops 4 is good. I will never agree with you ever. I'm sorry.
And then there's some people who think that, you know, the Cold War zombies isn't really the greatest because it's not the original zombies, right?
It should be like down here in the pain tier. You know what? That's okay. But I think everything here is pretty much summed up into what it should be. And obviously we're missing out on like 3 games worth of content, but it's okay. It's okay, guys. It's not the end of the world. If you want to see more videos like this, I will be glad to do them with Julian, because Julian is a good host. If you guys have any ideas for the next video, leave them in the comments, and we'll see you next video.
Later.
Peace.